G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are going to do our tips for round 9 of the season. It's been a ripping round so far, mate. We're nearly done. Round today.
Thanks, mate. A couple of upsets, which is always interesting. A couple of good finishes.
Yeah, Sammy Lloyd.
Yeah.
Loving life.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
We'll get stuck into this round though. Hawthorn and Sydney at the MCG. Might go to this one.
Yeah, maybe, mate. Yeah.
He'll think about it. No, Hawks see what they did against the Dockers, and Swans maybe a bit unlucky in the end, but
Yeah, I've tipped Hawthorn here, actually. I've tipped them by 12 points, but I think it'll be a really close game.
hence your margin.
Yeah, I don't know. Something just says the Hawks. Maybe I should look deeper and see that they're not the all-conquering team they once were, but I still feel that when the going gets tough in those close finishes, that they just have that little bit extra belief, and especially being on home turf. I'm leaning towards them.
Cool, mate. I'm leaning towards Sydney by 2 points. They got in there the G last year, kind of surprised them a little bit when they started off very slow, the Hawks. So, I think Sydney have almost stepped up a gear this year, and they won't be very happy with their loss to Richmond. They'll be very fired up, and I'm sure bring back all sorts of memories.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think Sydney get themselves up for the Hawks games. Hopefully they can do it this time around.
Yeah.
Collingwood Geelong at the MCG. Last time it was Collingwood getting us done easily when Menzel came back.
Yeah, and look, I think Geelong will be far too good here.
Far too good.
Yeah, it's a long time since that game you alluded to there. A lot has changed since then. I've tipped us by 46 points. And yeah, I just think we're a far superior side. Even though Collingwood were good against the Lions, that probably, as much as it says about the Pies getting back to some decent footy, the Lions were quite horrendous.
Nicely done, mate. I've gone the Cats by 33 points. A huge win over in Adelaide, which we haven't done for quite a number of years against Adelaide. Collingwood an interesting one. I don't take them too lightly here, even though they're not playing great footy at the moment, because they seem to get up for us. And they surprised us in the game last year where they won by 7 or 8 goals. I can't even remember what the margin was, but yeah, you just never quite know with Collingwood v Geelong. But I think we should win. We're in great form.
Sounds good, mate.
Gold Coast and Adelaide at Metricon Stadium. Adelaide not quite getting the job done against us. Plucky, but Gold Coast couldn't be going worse at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. I'm tipping the Crows by 57 points, and it's not so much what they're doing, but what the Suns aren't doing. They're a disgrace at the moment.
Yeah,
they are terrible.
Yeah.
They really are. I mean, they've got an injury list that's crazy. They had 7 AFL listed players in the reserves play on Saturday, and 2 of them got injured. You know, Sard, you know how he did his hammy? He actually tweaked it in the warm-up, but they had no emergencies. Peter Wright, Shade came in for Wright, and Stanley and whoever else it was got injured in the reserves. So they just couldn't be more depleted. Crows easily.
I'm agreeing with you there, mate. Adelaide by 60 for mine. They haven't lost to Gold Coast as far as I'm aware, so initially a very good record. Even though it's a Metricon, doesn't really matter. They're depleted as anything at the moment. Adelaide will want to respond.
Yeah, definitely.
Port Adelaide and West Coast at Adelaide Oval. The corresponding game last year, the Eagles surprised the whole world, winning by a couple of points against Port Adelaide. Can they win away?
That's my big question. I've tipped Port Adelaide.
He's gone power
By 2 points. And
Eagles off the rails.
Yeah, I mean, I might be swayed depending how they go against the Saints, how impressive they are there, but I'm just slightly leaning towards Port here. I think they'll get Robbie Gray back, which is a big in for them. And Eagles are largely untested outside of Perth. So.
Yeah, basically. I've gone with the Eagles by 19 points. I reckon they'll be able to replicate it again. Port Adelaide haven't been too great. Lost to Carlton, which is pretty disappointing. Look, I think against the best sides they struggle. Sydney, Geelong. A couple of sides have had to play in a state, and look, if we play Sydney or West Coast in interstate, we're not going to win, let's be honest. So, or are very unlikely to win. So, yeah, I think they're a bit lower than perhaps the teams just mentioned. So, I think they'll get the win.
Nice.
Could go either way. North Melbourne and Carlton at Etihad Stadium. Carlton 4 in a row. North falling over the line and probably shows a few chinks in the armour.
Yeah, I guess they sort of fell asleep and just got away from them a bit, but I wouldn't get too concerned about North's second half there, but worthwhile getting excited about the Blues. They're finally getting some good form together, but I tipped North Melbourne by 37 points. I think they're a far better side player to player, and I think they'll have a pretty comfortable win.
Sounds good, matey. I've gone with North by 10 points. I reckon it'll be a nice close one, and I wouldn't even rule out Carlton winning, to be honest. Well, there've been some teams you wouldn't expect them to beat. North pretty sluggish, probably the last 2 weeks, I reckon.
Yeah.
The Saints really took it up to them. Not a great side. They can get up for games, but yeah, I just think North will probably have a similar result as they did this week.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fremantle and Richmond at the main stadium. Freo can't get a win on the board. Richmond got one on the board by a point.
Yeah.
It's not happening for them.
I thought long and hard about this one, to be honest, and,
I didn't.
nah, didn't you? So I've tipped Richmond by 5 points, but I don't know. I know probably historically the Tigers have a decent record over there, and I know the Dockers are playing really poor, but I think they'll win one eventually. I think they're playing poorer than, they're not as bad as they are playing, the Dockers.
Yes.
I expect it to be really close, and I don't have full faith in the Tigers. They've let us down, both of us, in the tips a fair bit. But with their win against the Swans, I'll tip them.
Nice, mate. Who do you reckon I tipped?
Richmond. If you said you didn't think about it, surely Richmond.
I won the Tigers by 13 points. Yeah, look, I think this is probably the game where Freo are most likely to win. But Tigers, great win against the Swans. I reckon that will catapult them slightly and get a bit of momentum behind them. Like a win like that's just sometimes you can base your season off. Yeah, Freo aren't going too well at home anyway. And Tigers traditionally travel well there. So I'll go with them.
Nice.
Melbourne and the Brisbane Lions at the MCG. This will be a battle for the ages.
Yeah, not a classic.
Yeah, how do you say it?
I've tipped Melbourne by 40 points, mate. Two sides are travelling as bad as anyone in the comp, and it's Brisbane and Gold Coast. Embarrassing. If they were in Melbourne, they would be getting torn to shreds, but
And we go, wow.
tipped these by 40 points, regardless of how they go against the Doggies, which is about probably in the third quarter.
So, Melbourne by 25 points. They should get the win pretty comfortably here. I reckon Brisbane will show them up a little bit, but D's form hasn't been this good for 10 years, so Brisbane's form hasn't been this bad for 10 years. You stack the numbers up pretty easily, and it's a big trip away from the Lions. GWS and the Western Bulldogs at Spotless Stadium. This will be a really good game on 3:20. Channel 7.
Yeah, I'll see you there, mate. I'll see you there.
You will.
This could be one for the ages. If the other one wasn't, this could be played at frenetic pace. These two sides love to play quick, but the Giants are irresistible at the moment. I've tipped them by 27 points, and I don't see how, no matter who you follow, no matter what you think, how you could tip against the Giants at the moment. Dogs are going well, but Giants are fantastic, mate.
They are, especially at home. I've got the Giants by 21 points, so nice and close to you there, mate.
Rodney,
He's struggling at the last 18th hole. Yeah, look, they've been in fantastic form lately. Spotless Stadium certainly will. Oh, mate, this is crazy. I don't think the Dogs will be able to travel and get the job done here. Yeah, I'll go with the Giants, mate. Too much class. More class in that sense.
No, I'm struggling, mate.
Me too. St Kilda and Essendon at Etihad Stadium. The Bombers nearly came home with a win against North Melbourne.
They nearly did against
And St Kilda, well, they'll probably get a bath. Just
No,
How do you see it all going?
I've tipped the Saints, mate. I've tipped them by 18 points.
Cool.
I know the Dons played well, but it's easy to play well when the pressure is off in the second half. I know they got close at certain points, but I didn't see the game, but it did feel like they were never really a real good chance to come back and actually win. So I think St Kilda will be really viewing this as a game they can win. So
Good stuff. The Dons don't mind coming back against the Roos, don't they?
No, they've done it before.
Literally deja vu there. St Kilda by 22 points is my tip. I think they're bound to win one, I think. Against the lowly Bombers. Well, they play an exciting brand of footy. Bombers have the capacity to win, and I think the Saints should just get the job done. It's just one they have to put in the bank.
Yeah, I agree, mate.
You all sorted, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Are you okay?
I wasn't 2 minutes ago. All right, we'll end it up there, guys. Feel free to comment your tips, give our tips a like. Don't forget to share them around, subscribe as well, it'd be fantastic, and check out our other videos for a bit of fun. Thanks for hanging around, guys. We'll see you all next time.